Let's take a look at the next progression in our freestyle body positioning drill. So this is going to be the right arm extended out, very popped. So what we mean by very popped is we want to see the hips and shoulders to be very, very much out of the water here. So our athletes are going to be a lot more on their side here. Now, this is not how exactly we would want to swim freestyle, but for developmental swimmers to be able to accomplish a few things here, learn where that head positioning is, and also kind of how to travel through the water. We like them starting out this progression with in a very, very popped placement. Here now we are no longer having fins, so your athlete should be kind of strong enough to be able to start to move through the water. This drill feels incredibly different without the fins being on. So what we want to, let's go over those key points and see what we want to be able to go over. Here we are going to be starting to look at, let's actually start to take a look at our kick first. So here we want to see that the toes are pointed. We'll verify this when we go to look at our underwater view. Toes being pointed just helps the legs be as long as they can. When our athletes are kicking, we should be kind of kicking here side to side. So meaning as the foot or leg here is kicking in front of the body, we want to go to a level being under the body or in front. That way then when we kick back, we would be kicking back up a little bit toward the surface. So see kind of right there, that was really great right there. We would want to see the feet stay up here a little bit more at the surface. So this drill is incredibly challenges the body position a lot. We want to be able to keep those feet at the surface. So our athletes, and it depends on maybe your natural level of buoyancy and how you can move through the water, but the more we can keep the feet up at the surface level, the better. Some cues to maybe give your swimmers would be boiling water, thunder kick, or whitewater. Essentially all those cues mean the same thing as we're going through. And here, much better right there. See that right there? That's kind of what we want to see. Just again, the important thing to remember is that we're kicking up in front. Here, the head, beautiful position. Check that out right there. The head is nice and laying down across the water. The edge of the goggle line is right along the water as well. And what we want to see is that the hand stays in front of the shoulder so that the head's kind of just laying there on top of the shoulder as we are going to be moving through the water. It's very important in this drill that we go straight. So from toe to fingertips that we're kicking a straight line. You may find your swimmers kind of maybe traveling like this where they start and then they start to kind of curve. If there's any sort of curvature, that probably tells you that the hand is in front of the head like it is right here. So we're going to expect to see our athlete kind of veer off a little bit to this lane line as we travel through. So what we would want to see and encourage the athlete to be able to do is just to bring that arm out here just a little bit wider, closer to the shoulder. But as we travel through the water, we're doing a pretty good job. You know, we're not, and that hand here just is swaying a little bit. That's all right. And we're moving very, very well, nice and through the water. Now, probably one of the biggest things that you'll see is just a fluctuation here of the shoulders and the hips. The more that they can stay in that very pop position, the better. Here we kind of go from very pop to just being popped, so that we're kind of bringing it down a little bit, which would be the next progression in this drill. As then we're continuing to move, we're going to switch over to that underwater view. So let's take a look at that kick. So here we've got some great footage of that kick. Nice pointing toes right here as we're moving through. And here we might even encourage the athlete just to go a little bit more in front of the body with that kick. So kind of remember we said we want to see that strong downward kick, or here frontward kick. You can imagine the athlete, or the athlete can imagine kicking a ball in front of them, so that way they can really drive the leg forward and then return it. It's going to be a lot more power, meaning that we're going to really utilize the hip here and the quadricep and the hamstring. You do see a little bit of fluctuation in the hips, and that's all right. As we then continue to look at our return view, All right, I think here our athlete was listening to our message, and we're starting to see a lot better legs here as we go through. And then we see those legs calming down as we're moving through the water. Here we see the head in a good spot. The head's laying down. The edge of the goggle line here is in front of the edge of the water. Now here's the opportunity for our athletes. See kind of how that hand here is in front of that head. Just again, we would want to make sure that we are encouraging our athlete and giving feedback that we want to keep everything to be a little bit more along that shoulder line. So that way when we're moving, we're just traveling nice and straight as we travel through the water here. We can kind of see just a little bit kind of how we veer off a little bit, and that's because of where that hand is going. It's a great thing actually to kind of teach athletes. And remember, allow your athletes to make mistakes. That's a big kind of part of the process. We always celebrate when they do things correctly. However, when they don't do things maybe as good, that's just as important as when they're doing very, very well. So we switch here to our underwater view as we are traveling through the water. Here we can kind of just get a different perspective. You get to see a little bit of that wiggle that we kind of had talked about before. So just remember, encourage those athletes to really make sure that they're bringing those hands up, the shoulders up, and the hips as they're moving through. But head positioning here is really great. We really love what we're seeing right there. Overall, if you found some great value out of this, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.